What's going on, guys? Do you suck at trading? If so, watch this video. I'm just kidding. Tell me if you like that hook. Does that hook you into the video? Hopefully it does. All right, so I'm not a financial advisor anymore because I'm going to start to do disclaimer over all my videos, so I'm not going to say that anymore at the beginning of the video. To add on to this video, I just want to say I am starting like a little email list, so if you want to sign up for a little newsletter each week, I'm going to do some trade reviews as well. Make sure to click the link in the bio. You'll see the link. I'll make it pretty obvious. And then, yeah, just click that link, fill your email and your name. And yeah, expect some weekly reviews or maybe even weekly outlooks to your email. I might do a couple like predictions on like the week and what I think's going to happen, create like a couple scenarios. So if you're interested in that, make sure to click that link. If you want to watch me live stream every single day, make sure to click my WAP link description and below. I literally live stream every day. About 400 people watch me, and probably 90% win rate if I had to guess. So again, I teach live time and it's not a signal service, but I do have a high win rate. All right, so I'm going to be going over the market maker model, market maker buy and sell model. Okay, if you ever see the term this on Twitter, usually they're referring to some sort of market maker model, which essentially it's kind of like if you come from the retail trading fairyland, it's kind of like cup and handle, but it's really not. So if I just Google MMXM ICT, okay, the market maker model ideally looks something like this. It just has a little really nice curve to it, okay? And my favorite type of market maker models are when we kind of save equal highs or some sort of equal highs at some sort of original consolidation, and then we trade away from those. Okay, and like once we like, so let's say for example these are equal highs, even though they kind of are actually. Okay, so we have equal highs here. So I like when the market creates like these little equal highs to the top, and I like when we trade away from them at first, because that tells you if we create equal highs or equal lows, or we trade away from them, that tells you there's likely a market maker model that's going to start coming intact. Now typically you will not know it's a market maker model until we actually get the reversal and kind of get our first fair value gap entry. So this is really when you know it's the market maker model. But you know it's the market maker model because we left these equal highs from previous day or whatever it may be, and we trade away from those. Okay, trading away from those equal highs or equal lows is actually the key to finding like a textbook market maker model, because it makes you pretty confident we're going to go back up and hit them. So in this example, that's really the first thing I look for. I look for some sort of equal highs or equal lows that we trade away from, and that's when you kind of start looking for the model. So in this example, I'm just going to tell you something important about time. So typically when you're in the 5 or 15 and you're looking for these market maker models, keep in mind they do appear in every time frame. When you're in like the 5 or 15, a lot of the accumulation periods, okay, so let me just show you the chart real quick. A lot of these accumulation periods that you see here, okay, let me just see if I can zoom this out. Like this right here, more of this, and this. So the blue line, blue and red. Most of these occur during the New York session. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So most of them do occur during the New York session, which here's what I mean. That first fair value gap we get down or up in a market maker buy model or whatever, usually the entry happens during the New York AM kill zone. And you can see if we draw a vertical line here, the entry does appear during the New York kill zone. It appears at 10:15 a.m. and that's when the kill zone starts. So that's the sign of a high probability model. And then you can see we end up respecting this fair value gap right here at 11:30, and then we respect this fair value gap here at 2 o'clock. That gives us a server bullet back down. And then my favorite types of market maker models, again, they start at some sort of New York kill zone. Okay, usually in the AM, that's when they start, and then they usually end the following day or the following session. So my favorite market maker models, when I start to like this curve, you get a decent dump, okay, at the New York AM session. Okay, and this one you can clearly see how we inverse all this. Like, see how we inverse this really obvious fair value gap. How many people do you think wanted to long this? Probably a lot, because when looking, they're like, oh, we have equal highs above. This is a really obvious long, right? So a lot of people want to long this probably, and that gets blown through. So that's a short. But this was at 10:15, okay, and then entries, all the other entries are during the New York kill zone. And my favorite types of buy models or sell models are the ones that form like some sort of reversal with an SMT overnight. Okay, and overnight you can see we start chopping around, and then this is where you get like some sort of smart money technique. Okay, so if we look at back a little bit, there was a clear divergence at this time. I believe it was between ES and NQ. Okay, so it was right here. See this little divergence? See how we don't take out this low here, but on ES we do take out this low. So when I wake up in the morning, like this is my favorite type of reversal. Okay, like I love this type of reversal, man. It's so textbook. And if you want to take this reversal, maybe you should buy a few Apex discount off codes. 71% sale right now. You can literally buy a $50 or 50K account for about $30 right now. So strongly recommend getting those. Link in description. But again, if you want to catch this reversal, okay, you're probably not going to catch it overnight. A lot of people think, oh, I missed the entry. I wake up in the morning, I missed the entry. But that's where time comes in. Whenever we have a nice, really good buy model, we usually get, like I said, just like before, okay, how we get our distribution here, our distribution here, distribution here. When we start to accumulate, it will typically be in that New York AM session again. Okay, so this example is perfect. This was 8:30. This was the start of this New York kill zone. We went up. We didn't really get an obvious structure break here, but this was just bullish. We created a really nice bullish for value gap in discount, and you can see New York ends up accumulating in discount in that low because of the time. Now, if I had to guess, if this was during Asia session, would this have happened? Probably not, because one, Asia is so not volatile at all, and New York is. And two, we typically consolidate during Asia. That's what Asia is known for. Okay, so this is where the real smart money is getting in, and then this is just the accumulation. Okay, so you can see this usually happens here, and then another entry happens in that same morning session off this order block / fair value gap. Okay, and it's also an inversion as well right here. Okay, but another entry happens, and you can see we run those equal highs by lunch. So all your best models are going to have accumulation and distribution in the New York kill zone, okay? If it's during Asia, it's probably not a high probability one. You want it to be during like the New York kill zone. All right, so even like if you look at this one right here, okay, this is a lot sloppier, but in this one right here, we swept this low, okay? We get a really uglier curve to this one, okay? Really ugly curve here, but it's still kind of classified as one. But the thing is, like, you can see when we start to accumulate to go to these highs, what time does the market start to expand here? 9:30. Okay. And that's a big key. Okay. And this was an SMT, by the way, as well. Okay. That's your key. And this SMT did start to form overnight. Okay. It started during London, I believe. Okay. So it was an SMT with the London low. Okay. And that's where you'll usually get the SMT off of. So again, if I had to give you guys a list, like, MMX models, you want accumulation, okay? So accumulation to happen in New York kill zone, and then you want reversal / SMT overnight. That's usually how it's done. Usually, like the London session will give like the reversal overnight, and then New York session will continue that way. So we get our SMT during London, and then we kind of accumulate during the New York kill zone right here. There's probably like an hourly fair value gap or something right here. And then we trade back up to this high. And for anyone who doesn't know, why this high? Why not like this high? Well, this high was actually inside of a fair value gap, and usually it's a really good liquidity pool. So I say this all the time in my Discord, but which you can join, by the way, if you want. But yeah, you can clearly see like this was a really good liquidity pool because it was a high inside of fair value gap, and that's like what the curve kind of looked like it was trading to. Okay, so that was that. Let me see if I can go over one more example real quick. So here's another example right here. Okay, really, this is like a buy model on like a higher time frame. So this is actually like a daily model. Okay, this is a daily model, but this is coming up from way before. Okay, so you're not gonna see it right away, but again, this is like a bigger daily model on a higher time frame. But here's the important part. If I go back to when price accumulates here, okay, look what time price accumulates inside of a fair value gap over here when we're in a buy model. Right at 9:45, 9:30. That's when the market opens, right? The New York session is so good for accumulation or distribution whenever we're in one of these buy models, because that's where we start to expand. That's all your accumulation, and then you can see we later expanded the next day off of the CPI news. But again, just a really good example. Okay, just here's another really obvious buy model right here. Okay, we got that really nice curve. You got your accumulation down here. Okay, I'm assuming some of these probably did happen overnight, but I think the main thing here is, let me guess what time this probably occurred. Probably during the New York session. And this one actually did occur in the afternoon session, but majority will probably form in the morning. Okay, this one actually did start in the morning. So this was actually the 10:15 candle, and then we pull back around 11 o'clock. So a little later, but it still shows when we are in these buy models, we will start to accumulate during that New York session. Okay. Let's see, like right here, same thing here. The kill zone starts here, and look, this is just this absolutely beautiful right here. On my vertical line, sorry guys. Right here, the New York session starts right here, 8:30. This is the 8:30 candle. Okay, this is when the session starts. What happens? Retracing the fair value gap right at 9 o'clock. Okay, and you can just see that's your accumulation for this overall buy model. So a lot of these price points just appear a lot during the kill zone in New York. So that's why I always say, I'm like, New York kill zone is by far my favorite. Okay, it's literally the best kill zone there is. Like, that's where we always get expansion. Rarely we'll just consolidate. Again, we have before, but it's just mostly we'll expand during New York. But you can see by these plethora of examples, like a lot of these distribution and accumulation points are all during that New York kill zone. Even this one right here. Okay, we got a really nice kind of sell curve right here. Okay, what time do we take out this high? We take out this high at 9:30 a.m. right in the kill zone. Okay, it reacts out of the survey gap from earlier, but this is your kill zone entry, and then your entry would probably be like if we inverse this. Okay, so this is part of my inversion setup because we take a high, and then we end up inversing this. So again, all these examples are when during the New York kill zone. You're not going to find a lot of great examples outside of these trading times. So this is why time and using these market maker models is so important during this time. So let me know if you guys have any questions. This is a really good video. Again, it just really opens up your eyes to when we're actually getting these moves. Again, just another example right here. When does price accumulate? Starts accumulating right. It actually starts accumulating overnight, but we stay in this the whole time. And then New York opens. We manipulate at 9:30 right here. Okay, you can see this 9:30 wick completely goes below slow. And what happens? New York ends up expanding again because we're in a buy model. Okay, so it's so textbook. And like, again, I don't know how else to explain this. You're gonna have to go back, find examples of this, but this is just gonna show you why you need to, if you're looking for a market maker buyer model, it's gonna show you why you need to use time with this as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to use my Apex code Dodgy. I got it changed. So it's really easy to type in now. And yeah, they are, if you guys are still watching this, tell me your strength and in trading. I want to hear one strength you guys have in trading. And then the other thing is there is the Apex sale or whatever. There's like a 1 day you only have to pass in 1 day. You don't have to do the 7 minimum days anymore, and that lasts till the 27th. So I strongly recommend getting an account. So yeah, that's it for now. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and yeah, peace out.